I watched President Biden up in Michigan with the other members from Democrat driving that electric truck so fast and so excited. You know how much that truck cost? $125,000. Huh. Who do you think is going to get the tax break for that? I guess it's the people Jared was talking about, the millionaires. Maybe we could have debated that if we had time on the floor. There is a direct correlation to the price of gas to January 20th. And it's just getting worse. You know, Wharton School is an amazing school. They'd never accept me. They studied this bill. You didn't have to wait to the CBO. You know it costs $4 trillion. It also tells you it's going to lower our growth. A border where 1.7 million encounters. A border between February and October that more people have crossed than 2018, 2019, and 2020 combined. And Mr. Speaker, the closest the president has ever been to the border in 42 years is to drive through El Paso. Mr. Speaker, a vice president who is the czar of the border. This isn't a Republican or Democrat issue. This is the safety of this nation. What do you think's going to happen to that border when you provide $1 billion in amnesty? What do you think's going to happen when you reward people with $450,000? Where do you get the money? From the hardworking taxpayers of America who have less to give. But you know what? They're going to have to give more because you're hiring 87,000 IRS agents to come after them. I've talked a lot about this bill. I want to save this for later. Madam Speaker, I got a new binder. I worry about those two-income families. It's not just what you're taking from them at the gas pump. Now they have to be fearful that they're going to get audited. Madam Speaker, why can't you trust Americans? I firmly believe Americans are good people. They love this country. But when you start an entire bill to pay for it, and Madam Speaker, you promised the American public this would be paid for, and it's not. His amendment is Religious Freedom Amendment. See, it's personal to him. It's personal to a lot of his friends. That would prevent discrimination against faith-based child care providers. Look, I remember when my kids were young, when we played sporting events and others, we went to the church. Why? Because we knew everybody. They knew us. We knew what was being taught. Isn't that interesting? I'd hate for government to get in the way of raising your children with faith. Wouldn't that go against the founding of our country? I'm not a history major, but weren't there a lot of people that helped found the country because of religious freedom? Surely we can't change that now. The Democrat bill includes a constitutionally questionable prohibition on religious affiliated child care providers from receiving funds under the bill. Whoa! Did you know that, Madam Speaker? Now, her amendment that would prohibit funds from going to entities tied to the Chinese Communist Party. Come on! Seriously! I'm serious. This is an amendment that was rejected. I've watched the president look America in the eye and tell us he would not leave till every American's out. What do you say to those Americans that are still stuck there? The last time we felt like this, Jimmy Carter was president. Mr. Speaker, what does it say to those Gold Star families? Mr. Speaker, I had one in my office. A father who had his daughter, who wasn't even supposed to be there but volunteered. She was an electrician. Just days before, you see photos of her holding a young child. She told her sister, I'm going out in front of the wall because you can't believe it. Someone needs to be there for them. She wasn't supposed to be out in front of that wall. You know what this bill does? Nothing for them. It gives more money to an illegal person who crossed this border. I'm sorry. Americans expect more. Our priorities should be different. These people risk their life every day for us. From February to October, more people have come across that border than 2018, 2019, and 2020 combined. That's the numbers. You heard from the mayors in these border cities. Just in the last year, 46 times the school had to be on a shutdown because of cartels and the car chases. You do nothing in this bill for that. So I ask you, is it right to raise taxes on small businesses whose only crime is making their product in America? Is it right to ignore the dire, desperate pleas of our border agents and pass a colossal amnesty for illegal immigrants during the middle of the largest wave of illegal immigration in human history? Is it right to destroy safety to accommodate open borders? Is it right to tax the energy our seniors need to heat their homes in the winter? Is it right to cut taxes for the wealthiest Americans simply because they live in Nancy Pelosi's district or Senator Schumer's backyard? Is it right that $200 million goes to the Speaker's district for a park? Who's going to protect it? It's in San Francisco. Today is a day to make your choice, to make a choice for your community. If you vote for the bill, I hope you know it's wrong. If you hand your voting card over to Speaker Pelosi, if you put partisanship above people, that same fate awaits in 355 days. But that future is not set yet in stone. You have a chance to make a choice. And don't worry, you all don't have to do it. Just 5. That's all, just 5. That choice is not the Speaker's choice, because I can almost certainly promise you there's a good chance she won't be here to face the consequences before voting for this bill. Madam Speaker, I don't know. I don't know in history, has there been a speaker that in 3 months, when you're working on the most important bill, the culmination of your career, that you've been able to go to Europe 3 times in 3 months? I'm not sure if there are shirts with cities on it and a tour. But the only thing I would say, Madam Speaker, if the floor and the rules are going to change like this, people should stay for the consequences if they believe in them. That is, in her own words, the culmination of her career. That's what she said at the press conference. Now the question, Madam Speaker, for all of you, do you want it to be the culmination of yours?